Sun, moon, the stars, they're right over her shoulder. Wings on her back, they're gonna carry her over. Why should I behave when she's brave? She's brave. She's brave. Hey, this is Ideeyah, and this is Theorematic. When I gave up one of the most serious relationships in my life for this, that's when I knew that I needed to sing and to be creative and to write and to have that a part of my life, just like I need food and like I need water, and I definitely walked away from somebody that I love dearly because that wasn't something that they were okay with. And that's when I'm like, yeah, I know it's real, and I started with a group of friends that I met, in high school and everything. We had a group for a while and it was good, but the reality of it, the harsh and, really unfortunate reality of it is that everybody can sing, but it's just like everybody's not going to, be successful with it. And that was something that was hard, a really hard pill for all of us to swallow because I love them. I love them so much. I love the music that we created. And it left me confused for a while. Like, what am I supposed to do with all this? What are we supposed to do with all this music that we've created together, that we love and that we're dedicated to it, that other people love and that we know is meant for something? It's meant for something. And it discouraged me for a while because I didn't know what else to do. But I've grown since then, and here we are, 10 years later almost.
They're right over her shoulder, wings on her back, they're gonna carry her over. Why should I be?
The name of the album is Brave, and what I like to think of it is the spectrum of my life in the past 10, maybe 11 years. I just turned 30. But in, the past 10 years, I've entered one of the most serious relationships in my life. I exited one of the most serious relationships I've ever been in my life. I became somebody's mother. There's a lot, to take on, and a lot of things were gained, but also a whole lot more was lost. But the gain is what I'm focusing on. I thought it was appropriate to name the album Brave because I've been in a lot of people don't know that about me, but I've been in the music business, in the music industry realm, circle in Detroit for about 10 years now. Like, it's not something that I just started doing a couple of years ago. It's just, I've been working on it for some time. I've been trying to season myself and get seasoned, but I've been in a lot of, not so successful groups and everything. And this is the first time I'm deciding to kind of step out, by myself and try to do it. And that's not always easy when you're used to being a part of a collective, and you're used to being in a group. It takes a lot of courage to step out and say, okay, these are the only ideas that I'm going to consider for this. These are mine. I'm going to put these out there. And it's allowing yourself to be vulnerable to almost no end, when you create this kind of art. And that there's only one way that I can describe that, and that is brave. And I don't mean to sound like a dick, but you can cut this part out, but I am eating off of my art and I'm living off of it. My son is well taken care of off of my husband and I's art. You know what I'm saying? We're able to provide and live the lifestyle that we that we want and that we desire. And no, it's not always super duper profitable, but I can guarantee you it's damn sure fulfilling. You know, it's definitely something that I don't take lightly. And I don't like when anybody refers to anything that we do as a hobby, you know, or just, you know, that grinds my gears, that burns my toast. I swear. Like, no, it's not a hobby. It's not something that I'm just, you know, walking around willy-nilly, you know. It's not something that I'm just doing because I have free time in which to do it. No, I actually make time to do this because I work, I'm sorry, I don't work a 9 to 5. I work a 7 to 5. Yeah, I do. I work a 7 to 5. And then I make time to do this afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it. This is my passion. I definitely think it affects my music, but it enhances my music, I think it adds to what I have to offer to the music industry, you know, or what I have to offer to people, to lovers of music, period, not just the industry. Because Detroit has a unique sound that was, you know, and it's an ever evolving one. And, you know, I'm ready to be a part of the next wave of, you know, the evolution that's coming for Detroit sound, you know, Detroit music. And if anything, I'm happy to have a Detroit sound. You know, I'm happy to have an edge, but, you know, a groove, but also, you know, a little bit of pop. And, you know, I'm happy to have that well-rounded sound, you know, that sound that you can't get from anywhere else in the world, and that people from overseas, they imitate it, you know what I'm saying? And they do a damn good job of it, you know, but it's just like, yo, you know, we were kind of our people here, our city was the pioneers of that, you know. I'm not mad at that at all. I never ever downplay the fact that, you know, my Detroit-based sound is unique, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, let me take you away.
Collective Peace. It's my husband and I. We came together, joined forces, being, you know, musicians. We went to the same high school. We did not date in high school, though. We dated after, a couple of years after. And I don't know, we started a band back in the day, and we did like the Hard Rock Cafe for like a year for a comedy show. And it worked out for a year, but then, you know, we kind of fell off, and I said, you know what, I'm ready to do a real band this time. I don't want to do, no shade to it. I don't want to do no weekly gig type band. I want to do a serious project with you. I want us to create an artist collective. You know, let's find some musicians that we believe in, and let's just do it. Let's write our own music. Let's just, you know, be great out here in these streets. Let's do it. And so we did. We got a group of, you know, some really awesome individuals together and started writing music and started liking what we did. And, you know, at some event, Big Proof's mom, Pepper, she came up with our name because initially we didn't have a name. She came up with it at a gig, and we were like, oh, well, all right, cool. Collective Peace it is. But we've been together for about 5 years, and we just finished our album. The name of it is the name of the album is Introducing Collective Peace, and I like working with my husband a whole lot. I do. Sax Appeal is also an artist, you know, in his own right. You know, he has 2 solo projects out now, and you know, I'm trying to catch up to him because I've been delaying myself a lot, you know, but I'm really proud of him, you know, and I'm proud at the initiative that he takes to get into his music, which makes it so much more easier to work with him because I'm the same way. You know, I like getting things done, and he has that same mindset, so it's a lot easier to work with him.
All that you need to make you stay. Oh, just let the music play. Oh, Let the music play.